Title: The Whispers in the Attic. Chapter 1: The House on Maple Street. It was a dreary October evening when Emily Thomas moved into the old house on Maple Street. The wind howled through the trees, their skeletal limbs creaking under the weight of the storm. The house, though large and seemingly majestic in its former glory, had a sense of decay that could not be hidden by the peeling layers of white paint or the overgrown ivy creeping along its stone foundation. The realtor, an anxious woman with a tight bun and nervous hands, had warned Emily about the house's history. It's an old property, she had said, her voice faltering. Some say it's haunted. But, don't let that scare you off. People love old houses like this. They have character. Emily had smiled, thinking it a quaint charm. After all, she was a writer, accustomed to the eerie and the macabre. A place like this, full of mystery, would surely inspire her next novel. She didn't believe in ghosts, after all. Or at least, she didn't think she did. As the sun set, she made her way through the house, room by room. The floorboards groaned under her weight, and the air felt stale, thick with the dust of years long past. It was a beautiful house in its own way, with its grand staircase and dark wooden paneling, but there was an oppressive weight in the air that Emily couldn't quite shake. It was as though the walls were holding secrets, buried deep beneath their surfaces. She finally ascended to the attic. The door was half open, creaking on its hinges as though it had not been disturbed for decades. A chill ran down her spine as she stepped inside. The attic was dimly lit by the weak light filtering through a single, grimy window. Boxes and old furniture were stacked high, covered in layers of dust and cobwebs. And then she heard it, a faint whisper. At first, she thought it was the wind, but the voice was too distinct, too deliberate. It seemed to be coming from the corner of the room. She froze, straining her ears. "Come closer,"